Welcome to the Enjoy Life podcast. This podcast is about enjoying our lives by making the best of our current situation and being able to choose our mindset, our goals, and our actions so that we can guide our lives to go in the directions that we want it to go. Well, in this podcast, I'm going to share with you information that I've learned just through personal experience, which, my mistakes and failures, as well as some of the successes too, obviously. And some of the things I learned from a little bit of formal education and with working with people to make positive changes in their lives. These are things that I'm trying to do in my life because it wouldn't be right for me to share things that for you to do that I'm not willing to do myself. Now, by no means am I perfect or have everything just right. I'm human too. So some of the things I'm going to share with you are things that I'm trying to do or I'm still working on improving, but it's still valuable information because if it can benefit me, then it might be able to benefit you too. I'm glad you're here and listening in. Just make sure that while you're listening in, you're storing things away that you can take action on to be able to move forward and take your life in the direction that you want it to go. Once again, I'm glad you're here, and let's get started. Well, hello there. Welcome to episode 91 of the Enjoy Life podcast. I am just thrilled that you are here and joining in. That's what this podcast is for. It's for you to come to be able to choose your mindset, goals, and actions so that you can guide your life to go in the direction that you want it to go. I'm going to share some information, especially today, or any day really, but that's relevant to me and my life and what I'm trying to do in my life, and then the things that I got to kind of remind myself and push myself to do so that I can have a life more of how I want mine to be. And so I really hope that today's episode resonates with you in a way that can encourage you just to do the things necessary so that you can have the things that you want in your life. Now, as far as your goals and the things that you want go, if you're struggling at all to take steps toward those goals, I made a little resource, and it's just to help make the action a little bit easier. It's a simple checklist of just little things that you can write down and just make sure you're checking off, so that you can kind of remind yourself of that simple little step that you can take to move forward just a little bit, and to give yourself a little bit of encouragement to do that. You can go to nickmazy.com/MAE. That's the page I have up just to help make action a little bit easier. Doesn't do the work for you. You still got to take the steps and make it happen. But if you go to nickmazy.com/MAE, like I said, it has a little bit of information to help make that action just a tiny bit easier. All right. Well, on to today's topic, today's episode. So we're talking, if your goals are meant to be, then this one's for you. And there's a quote out there: "If it's meant to be, it's up to me." Well, and that really sums up a lot of what we're about to talk about. But obviously, I'm going to talk a little bit more about it. But if you have a goal, if something you want to accomplish and something that you want to make happen in your life, then you're the one that has to do it. So for a moment, I want you to think about something that you want to accomplish. Maybe one of the goals that you've set, or if you haven't formally sat down and wrote out your goals, just in your mind, what's something that you would like that's important to you. Some of that, maybe that ideal life, or maybe just one area that you want to improve in. Now think about that for a moment. All right. Now think about what it would take to make that a reality. All right. Now this goal, this priority you have for your life, is probably pretty important. A better life, one that's more what you want it to be, that is an important thing. Any area that you want to make an improvement, it is important. So I want you to think about for a moment how important that is, how much of a difference it can make in your life for you to make that change or to achieve that goal. Now, for the things that are big, that are really important, see, they're going to take more than one step. And so one of the things that you can do if you want to really achieve it is to make that commitment to yourself to never give up. Because if you want to achieve your goal, if your goal's meant to be, you can't give up. You got to keep going. You got to keep taking steps toward it. There's an excellent quote out by Thomas Edison. It says, "Our greatest weakness lies in giving up. The most certain way to succeed is always just try one more time." And that's it. That's part of never giving up. It's not thinking about the thousands of steps that you might have taken later on. Thomas Edison is the guy that invented the incandescent light bulb. It was, I think, like 10, his 10,000th try. Like, he had all these different little combinations, and basically he just found a whole bunch of ways it didn't work. But I'm certain that he wasn't concerned about all the future goals or the future steps to achieve that goal. It was just that next step. All he had to do was try just one more time. And that's what made it certain for him to succeed in what he wanted to accomplish, is because he tried just one more time. A part of never giving up is just trying one more time. So just commit to continuing to try to achieve your goal. See, and that's where, when I talk about it's up to you, that's something that you can do. You can commit to just trying one more time. That way you can keep moving forward. Keep making a little bit of progress. Now, what if you're struggling to take just that next step? What if you're struggling to try just that one more time? Well, ask yourself, what will help you to take one more step towards your goal? You probably know something that would help you a little bit. If other people won't help you, can you blame them? Can you just excuse your failing on others not helping you? Well, I say no, because it's up to you to find a way to keep going. It's up to you. Remember, other people may help you or not, and that's really up to them, and then that's okay, because we all can make our own choices. But if you're able to take just that one next small step, then you can keep moving forward. And if somebody decides to help you, great. If they choose not to, that's okay too. What's interesting is that I think that the more steps you take and the more progress that you make, and the more that you show that no matter what, hell or high water, I'm not giving up. I'm going to keep moving forward. When you commit to that and you begin to show that by your actions, then other people are more likely to help you. People like joining in on a cause, that somebody is committed to and that they're just never going to give up on. When you show that resolve by your actions, it doesn't, not by taking large leaps, but by those small steps, and you just try one more time, then more people might help you. And if they don't, you're still making progress towards your goal. It's in your goal. So your goals are up to you to never give up. It's up to you to keep taking those steps forward, even if they're small. Small steps count. Never give up. Keep taking those steps forward, and find the things that can help you to keep doing that. Because sometimes we have a little bit of an intuition of what would help us, and then we might feel a little bit like we don't have it, and so that can be a little defeating. But when you know the things that will help you, go get them. If one of the things that would help you is encouragement, would a little bit of encouragement help you? Would a little bit of a positive talk help you to take that next step? If you're anything like me, a tiny bit of encouragement, a tiny bit of just those right words is huge. It's huge. And it's monumentous. It's the key asset that allows me to succeed and make progress moving forward. It is amazing what just some positive, simple words can do for me to be able to take the actions that I want toward my goals. Is the same true for you? If somebody were to encourage you and just give you like a little bit of a pep talk, a little bit of a positive motivation, a little bit of that you can do it, or acknowledging the progress that you made, or acknowledging the efforts you've put in so far, would that encourage you? Would that boost your motivation and your drive to keep moving forward? Would that help you to take action? If so, then that's something that can be helpful. That can be a key. And when you know that, when you know what you need to keep moving forward, when you know what's going to help you to achieve your goals, to help keep taking those steps, go get it. Okay? Go get it. It's up to you to get what you need in order to take the steps that you need to take in order to achieve what you want to achieve. It's up to you. Okay, so what if other people aren't encouraging you? That's tough. I get it. But at the same time, you get to make your choices for your life, and they get to make their choices for their life. So if other people aren't encouraging you, can you blame them for you not achieving your goals? No, it's up to you, remember? So if you can't get the encouragement from other people, that's okay. You can encourage yourself, right? You know that you can do a little bit of self-talk and tell yourself the things that you need to hear. And I know it's different because it's coming from yourself and not other people. I get that. Believe me, sometimes I feel a little hokey trying to encourage myself. Now, the more that I do it, the more that I practice some self-talk, the less dumb and ridiculous it seems to me, and the less weird I feel, because it works. That's the most amazing thing ever, is that sometimes the hokey stuff that seems kind of dumb and seems kind of weird, and if somebody were watching me, they'd probably laugh. Some of that stuff, see, it works. And then I don't care so much because it works, and it helps me to take the steps toward my goals, and it helps me make the improvements and take the action that I need to take. And that's more important than if I look a little funny. So if you need encouragement, or if encouragement would help you to take the action towards your goals that you need to take, that for the things that are important to you, encourage yourself. I've come up with a few little mantras that are huge, and I'm adjusting them sometimes, and making them bigger and more profound, and just declaring these things to myself that I need to hear. So if somebody else encourages me, great, I'll take it and I love it. And if not, it's okay too, because I'm going to encourage myself. And you can do the same. And if this sounds a little weird, okay. But remember, if it's meant to be, it's up to me. Say those words. If it's meant to be, it's up to me. And when it's up to you, all of a sudden you can do the things you need to do to be able to take the steps you need to take. Please don't take the success of your goals and achieving the things that you want. Please don't stake them on other people either taking steps for you or pushing you or encouraging you. If you get that assistance, excellent. Take it. It's wonderful to have people that are going to help you to achieve your goals. There's nothing wrong with that. But at the same time, it's up to you to do it. It's up to you to take the actions to find the things that you need. So if people are not only not encouraging you, but they're being a little bit of a naysayer, telling you what you can't do, don't listen to them. People say stuff for all kinds of reasons. Probably not specifically to hurt you, but or to prevent you from taking your goals, but it might not be helping you. So do the things that you need to do. Commit to taking just one more step. Commit to encouraging yourself. And so you can keep moving forward towards your goals and the things that you want in your life. You can do it. It's possible. You don't have to take those large leaps. Just find ways to keep inching forward, inch by inch. I've heard somewhere before, mile by mile, it's a trial, but inch by inch is a cinch. Just find ways to keep inching forward and do the things that you need to do. Then you'll achieve your goals and guide your life to go in the direction that you want it to go. It's worth all the work, I promise. All right. Well, thank you for listening to today's episode. Right in line with taking steps towards your goals is a great book out there. It's the 5-Second Rule by Mel Robbins. You'll find it on my book list. It's nickmazy.com/books. And it's a great book, and it's a mindset kind of trigger or trick about, you could call it, that helps you just to take that next little step. It just helps push you a little bit to take action right then. You can go to, like I said, nickmazy.com/books, find the book list. You can get it off there. Honestly, I listened to it on Audible. I didn't buy the book or read a physical copy. And I also have a link for a free trial for Audible, nickmazy.com/audible. There's a link to it also on my book list page. Try Audible. If you've already given it a free trial, you might try, see if they'll give you another one. Sometimes they give people multiple ones. And the best part about it is not only is it a great service, you can listen to books and gain knowledge while you're just driving or running errands. But after the trial, you get to keep the audiobooks, even if you decide to cancel. So give it a try. Thanks for listening. Take care, and I'll talk to you again soon.